Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Maisa Mahran Rahmahani and I'm from Bachelor Degree of Economic Education class of 2022. Now I want to explain my summary about managing food loss and wasting through the strategy of Pusat Makanan Bergizi to overcome and prevent stunting in Indonesia caused by poverty. Indonesia still has serious problem in terms of improving the quality of human research to be able to compete globally. One of the problem that is currently happening is that issue of stunting. According to data from Kompas.com, although Indonesia has success in reducing the stunting rate from 37% to 12.7%, Indonesia is still ranked 4 in the world and second in ASEAN. Stunting is the most common form of chronic malnutrition that occurs in Indonesia and other developing countries. Stunting occurs when a child experiences a condition of growth failure due to chronic malnutrition, psychosocial stimulation, and recurrent infection in the first 1,000 of their life. The cause of stunting in Indonesia is not only in rural areas, but also affect toddlers in the urban area. Based on data from DKI Jakarta, in 2016, the number of toddlers with suspected stunting increased sharply compared to the previous year. The number of cases of stunting in 2016 was 1,682 cases. The region that contributed the most to this case were North Jakarta with 882 and West Jakarta with 615 toddlers. On the other hand, there is a lot of nutrition that it wastes due to lack of education and processing of food loss and wasting. Based on data from UNEP, titled Food Waste Index 2021, Indonesia ranked first in ASEAN in terms of the amount of the food waste. The total food waste in Indonesia reached 12 million tons per year and is also the country with the second most food loss and wasting in the world. Based on data and fact on the potential and needs of the environment that have been described above, an institution is needed that can facilitate children who are suspected of stunting with the food producer who have excess food, with an extent of facility that can channel, manage, develop, and utilize the potential of surplus area in Jakarta. It's hoped that stunting problem can be resolved to the maximum. Pusat Makanan Bergizi can play a role of overcoming stunting by providing nutritious food for children who are suspected of stunting. In addition to providing nutritious food, PMB can also provide education to the community about stunting and how to prevent it. This education is important to be done so that the community can understand the importance of providing adequate nutrition to children from an early age. Therefore, the purpose of bringing the creative idea to provide a solution in the form of Pusat Makanan Bergizi that will work with a various government stakeholder and food producer in the area to help children who are suspected of stunting. This is line with Sustainable Development Goals number 2, Zero Hunger, and the Responsible Consumption and Production number 12. In an effort to implement the Pusat Makanan Bergizi in the stunting-prone area, it requires research and a long enough time, about 5 years. In this time frame, several stages will occur. The Pusat Makanan Bergizi will develop using the design thinking method, which consists of 6 stages. The stage will explain and adjust based on the needs of the local environment. The stage include empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test, and the implementation. With the establishment of Pusat Makanan Bergizi in stunting-prone area, it is hoped that it can be a positive impact on facilitating children who need a high nutrition. Stunting has negative impact on the growth of children in Indonesia. By preventing stunting means supporting the golden human resource of Indonesia nation in the future. If the PMB program is successfully implemented, it's not possible that PMB will present in all region of Indonesia. That's all from me. Thank you very much.